Impacto. Quiere ablandarla, obviamente, para después hacer una movida final. ¡Oh, qué bonito!
Once hailed as one of the most dominant forces in combat sports, Ronda Rousey has come a long way since her meteoric rise in the UFC and WWE. Now 38 years old, Rousey lives a life far different from the one she led in her 20s, trading championship gold for the joys of motherhood, luxurious living, and entrepreneurial success. But make no mistake, the grit, discipline, and ambition that made her a legend are still very much alive. They've simply been redirected toward family, business, and balance. Let's take an in-depth look at how Ronda Rousey lives in 2025. From raising her children and managing multiple properties to driving high-end cars and building her multi-million-dollar fortune. A career that redefined women's combat sports. Before exploring her lifestyle, it's important to recognize the foundation of her success. Ronda Rousey began her journey in sports as a judo prodigy, eventually earning a bronze medal at the 2008 Olympics, making her the first American woman to medal in judo at the Olympic Games. That achievement was just a stepping stone. She later entered the world of MMA and quickly rose to fame as a ferocious and efficient finisher in Strikeforce, which led to her being signed by the UFC, becoming the first female fighter in the promotion's history. Rousey held the women's bantamweight championship and defended it multiple times, often winning in under a minute. Her signature armbar became legendary, and her charisma turned her into a mainstream icon. After stepping away from MMA, she made the leap into professional wrestling with WWE, once again breaking barriers. Her transition into WWE wasn't just successful, it was revolutionary. She headlined events, held championships, and proved that cross-sport athletes could thrive in wrestling entertainment. But eventually, priorities shifted. Fighting gave way to family. Spotlight faded into the background. And today, Rousey lives a more grounded, yet no less impressive, life. Family. First, embracing motherhood. Perhaps the most transformative chapter of Rousey's life has been her role as a mother. Rousey is married to Travis Browne, a former UFC heavyweight fighter. The couple tied the knot in 2017, and together they've built a family grounded in love, mutual respect, and a shared understanding of the pressures that come with high-profile athletic careers. In 2021, Rousey gave birth to their first child, a daughter named La Akia. Becoming a mother changed her in ways that even a fight career couldn't. Rousey has often described motherhood as a new kind of challenge, one that requires even more strength, patience, and resilience than a championship bout. By 2025, Rousey had welcomed a second daughter. While she keeps many aspects of her children's lives private, she occasionally shares heartwarming family moments with fans, whether it's time on the ranch, silly playtime at home, or moments of reflection about the lessons she's learning as a parent. Motherhood, for Rousey, isn't a side role. It's her main focus. Her family life now defines her days more than training camps or television appearances ever did. Real estate, where Ronda calls home. With her fame and fortune, it's no surprise that Rousey lives in style, but her taste in property is as practical and down-to-earth as it is luxurious. Rousey owns multiple properties in California. Her primary residence is in Venice, a beachside neighborhood in Los Angeles known for its vibrant culture, upscale homes, and coastal beauty. The Venice property reflects a mix of luxury and comfort. Modern design, open spaces, natural lighting, and privacy from the outside world. But perhaps more defining of her lifestyle is her ranch in Riverside County. Known to fans as Browsey Acres, this rural retreat is where Rousey and her family spend most of their time. The ranch offers acres of open land, farm animals, gardens, and space to live a quieter, more sustainable life. On the ranch, Rousey and Browne raise animals, grow food, and live in harmony with nature. It's a far cry from the glitz of the UFC or WWE arenas, but it perfectly suits her desire for balance, peace, and self-reliance. The ranch lifestyle also gives their children room to grow up outside the glare of Hollywood or sports media. Ronda's car collection: power, style, and utility. As a former fighter known for power and speed, it's only fitting that Rousey's car collection reflects both performance and practicality. Over the years, Rousey has built a collection of vehicles that includes both high-performance sports cars and family-oriented SUVs. Among her known vehicles are Chevrolet Corvette C7 Stingray, a sleek convertible that screams performance, fast, stylish, and a perfect fit for someone with a need for speed. BMW X6, a luxury crossover SUV that blends sporty design with comfort. It's ideal for both city driving and longer family trips. Cadillac Escalade, a full-size luxury SUV, offering space and presence. It's the kind of vehicle that fits a high-profile figure with a family. Chevrolet Suburban, another large SUV favored by families and celebrities alike for its spacious interior and off-road capabilities. Honda Accord, 2005 model, one of her earliest cars, which Rousey has spoken about with fondness. It's a reminder of her humble beginnings before the fame and fortune. Rousey's garage shows her personality: powerful, efficient, and versatile. She doesn't indulge in flashy supercars just for the sake of image. Her choices serve a purpose, whether it's adventure, family travel, or simple nostalgia. Net worth and financial empire. Ronda Rousey's estimated net worth in 2025 is between $13 million and $15 million, depending on the source. This fortune has been built across several revenue streams. 1. MMA earnings. Rousey was one of the highest-paid fighters in UFC history during her peak. Some of her fight purses, combined with pay-per-view bonuses, earned her millions per event. 2. WWE contract. Her time in WWE also paid handsomely. At her peak, she reportedly earned over $1 million annually, excluding merchandise sales and special event bonuses. 3. Endorsements. Over the years, Rousey has endorsed several major brands including Reebok, Monster Energy, Metro PCS, and more. These partnerships added significant revenue outside of her athletic contracts. 4. Acting and media. Rousey has appeared in major Hollywood films such as Furious 7, Mile 22, and The Expendables 3. These roles, while not her primary focus, brought both income and exposure to wider audiences. 5. Books and merchandising. Rousey's autobiography was a bestseller, and her merchandise sales through WWE and UFC platforms were substantial. Combined with smart real estate investments and a relatively modest lifestyle in comparison to other celebrities, Rousey's financial situation is secure and growing. Fitness, wellness, and routine. Today, although Rousey is no longer competing professionally in MMA, she hasn't let go of her fitness regimen. In fact, health and wellness remain a central part of her daily life. Though it's evolved. Today, her workouts are focused more on functional strength, mobility, and longevity. She still incorporates judo and wrestling-based movements, strength training, and flexibility exercises, but now with less intensity and more balance. The goal is no longer to win fights, but to stay healthy, mentally sharp, and strong for motherhood and personal well-being. She also emphasizes recovery, something she admits was often overlooked during her fight career. These days, she's more likely to spend time meditating, walking on the ranch, or practicing yoga than sparring in a gym.